right, people, we are back with yet another interview, this time coming from Abomination, aka Al, from the Battle Hub Draft League. How's it going, buddy?
You know what? It's going fairly well.
Awesome. All right, let's get right into it, my friend, because honestly, I really don't know much about your story outside of like your draft league experience. So kind of walk me through what first got you into Pokemon, and then competitive Pokemon in general. Walk me through your story.
Okay, well, I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I was probably around 8 when my brother, my older brother, he found a copy of Heart Gold on a boot rack at school. That's what he tells me anyway. And he gave it to me, and I tried it, and well, I didn't know how to reset the game, so I had a bunch of uh, guys that weren't mine. So I played that for a long time. That was my only game for a long time
Wow.
until
So
uh,
you got a
uh,
stolen copy of Heart Gold and started playing that.
yes, I guess. But I mean, if you leave it on a
Incredible.
boot
Hey,
rack,
listen,
then
we're here for these moments. This is beautiful storytelling.
yeah. The first one I sought out though was Pokemon Y. For some reason
Ooh,
I
yeah.
didn't like. Yeah, so
Didn't jive
Y
with the
was
Gen 5, huh?
I don't even think I noticed it coming out. Like I wasn't on social media and I didn't see trailers for it, so I didn't even know it existed. It might have already existed by the time I had my hands on Heart Gold. And I remember I got Pokemon Y the day after the Torchic with the hidden ability event ended. I
Oh,
remember that.
after it ended. Oh no. Yeah, I remember because that was my first game, so I was a little like, oh yes, got my Torchic, and now it's so sad when I replay it through. I'll never be able to get that Torchic again.
Yeah. And then for the competitive question, I didn't start getting into competitive until much later for Ultra Sun and Moon when I actually started breeding and training guys. And the only reason why I did that is because at school I had a friend group that played Pokemon and we were competitive with each other. And we didn't train or anything, we didn't even know about it. We just got to the level that we said and battled. And then I started looking into EVs and IVs and stuff, and I did that. I had a lot of guys in Ultra Sun and Moon that did a lot of training, a lot of the battle tree,
Yep.
and I moved them all to home, and I really regretted it.
Me too,
I
bro.
moved them
I'm
to home.
saying I wish that I just left them in Ultra Sun and Moon. If anything, I could have just bred duplicates and sent them on. Because that was like the last time that we had a real national dex. And the Megas, bro. The Megas. They're trapped
Yes,
in Pokemon Home. They can't go back.
I know. And there's a lot of things that I did not foresee any world where for some reason I wouldn't be able to Mega Evolve. My trio that got me the highest record in the battle tree was a Mega Lopunny, a Luxray, and a Porygon 2. And the Porygon 2 and the Luxray are both I have them in Scarlet and Violet, but the Lopunny is still rotting in home because it can't Mega Evolve and
I'm
its
saying,
moveset
bro.
doesn't do anything.
I used to run, I think a naive Mega Lopunny, and I actually used to run Ice Beam to get around the Intimidate from Landorus. Of course, now, if we had Mega Lopunny with Scrappy, it wouldn't even get intimidated.
No,
It's
it would
crazy.
not. No, I did not. When I say competitive, okay, I should say this. I should specify I didn't really play online that much competitively. I did just battle tree stuff
Interesting.
mostly. So I
Really?
didn't see Landorus all the time. So my set was
Fair,
like
fair.
it was weird. It was like return, power up punch, cosmic power, and U-turn or something like that. It was really weird.
You said
I really like
Cosmic
power up
Power
punch.
Mega Lopunny?
I did say that, yes. Just
I
I
didn't
never
even
really
know it
used
got that.
Yeah, it did. Oh, it must have been fighting. It must have had close combat or something. No, it would
No,
be high jump
listen,
kick because it
it
didn't
could have
have
had
close
it on
combat.
there. Ah, okay, close combat, yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, and then Scarf Luxray, and Eviolite Porygon 2. That was my battle tree team.
I do love a
My
Porygon
first,
too.
yeah, it was part of my first draft team was in Sword and Shield. I didn't play draft. I've never mega evolved in draft because I don't play on Showdown. I'm waiting for the day, the glorious day when Champions
Glorious
comes
day.
out.
Ooh, it's gonna be glorious. I'm saying
Yes.
though, I never got to mega either in draft. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through the
Uh,
same exact thing. All those monsters stuck at home. So that's crazy. So have you ever played like Smogon battles at all? Did you get introduced that in Sword and Shield at all, or is it mainly just you were just playing casual Wi-Fi battles of Battle Tree?
yeah. I didn't play. I don't really like. I can hardly stand it for some reason.
You can
I don't
hardly
like
stand it.
because it's like,
What about it?
you know, a lot of people use similar, like, you don't see that much diversity, I don't think. That's why I
I
like
think
draft.
for certain in OU, and I can agree with that. Yeah, that's why I don't really play OU as much. But I like the lower tiers because with the lower tiers you can let those Pokemon shine.
Yeah, I don't mind lower use. I think UU. I like UU.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice, juicy spot to be.
Yep. Agreed.
I think.
I'm looking forward. I just got
But
my
even
boxes
then,
sorted, so pretty soon after I get moved, I'm looking forward to having some more lower tier battles and getting some battles in with them because it seems like we're going to be stuck with Scarlet and Violet for a little while longer. So may as well get them in while I can.
it does. It does.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you had your first draft league in Sword and Shield. When was that? Was that like after the DLC or before, or like when?
that was. It was before the DLCs. It was the RODL. It's called the Rocket Draft League. I don't know if you. That was my first one, the Rocket Draft League.
Oh, okay.
And I did have my team wasn't. I I wasn't very that good. I made it playoffs, but
Hey,
I
that's
somehow
that's
did.
something
I
that's
got.
solid.
I don't know how I did. I realized I had a Kartana on my team, and after that league, I no longer liked Kartana because I don't think it's. I had both Miltank and Porygon 2, a couple of normal types.
You got to have
I
the
had an
Miltank, the
Entei.
mascot.
Yeah, I had Entei, I had Jellicent, I had Silvally, I had Diancie. And like all these, most of these guys, I had a Zweilous. That was my 1 point. Good job.
They had Zweilous at 1 point. Wow, nice.
Yeah, yes. I mean, yes.
Hey, listen,
they did.
strongest outrage in the game, bro. You know what I mean?
I guess. I think I brought it to one game and it did not hit the field because I think, yeah, Diancie just, it
Yeah,
won the
fair.
game for me.
Yep.
But yeah, my first battle was like so awakening. Week 1, my opponent had a Mew and they set up 3 layers of spikes on me the first 3 turns of the game, and I did not get them away because I didn't have a way to get them off. And I just
gotta always have some hazard removal. I don't think I've ever been able to get 3 layers of spikes up with a Mew. Wish I could do that.
It's because I stupidly, for some reason, I led with Porygon 2. Oh right, it had knockoff as well. That smacked my Eviolite off, and then set up 3 layers of spikes. It was the worst start I've ever seen. It was a bad battle, and that I wasn't that good. I was trying to paralyze it with Discharge for some reason. I don't know why. I was so adamant on paralyzing it with Discharge.
Wow.
I just spammed Discharge with Porygon 2. I sucked. It wasn't good. It's on YouTube. I mean, it's horrible quality video. No, you know what?
You know what? Mew still has knockup, but I'm thinking back then it should have had Sucker Punch, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Embarrassing battle.
Hey, but listen, you know, we grow from those. You know what I mean? I don't know if you
Yes,
remember, but our battle back in the YCL skipping to BDSP, you were my first ever opponent, actually, in a draft league. At least that I
I
recorded. I had done others on like Showdown, but that was the first one on console and that I recorded. So, and you used
I
the
do
Mew
remember that
against me.
battle.
That was a good, that was a
Yes,
good
I had
battle.
it was the
I
Mew I
think you,
brought was a bulk up Shadow
yeah,
Claw. I remember it was Shadow Claw and Roost, and you tried to Scald Burn me with a Starmie, and
probably.
so
I
we
feel like I
disconnected.
also tried to put you to sleep with a Vileplume because that, yeah, an Azumarill, right? That Azumarill was scary.
Yep, you
I
did,
was like, I
and
got this
yep,
effect spore
Azumarill.
Vileplume.
Yeah, and it did not. I remember
Didn't proc,
because
didn't
we
proc.
disconnected halfway through.
I forgot about
If you
that,
remember,
honestly.
we did disconnect, and
Wow.
on the replay, it bothered me because we couldn't replay it perfectly. So we got like halfway through, and then there was a lot of random chance stuff that we just ignored. So we played it differently, and it annoyed me because at that point you knew what my Mew set was, so
Right,
you got to
right.
play around it differently. So it was like that was an unfortunate disconnect.
Very
Uh,
unfortunate DC indeed.
Wait, I did have Miltank. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yes, I
sure you
did.
did. Yep.
And you had Entei, and you tried to. Yes, and Entei couldn't hurt it. Oh, that's my dog barking. If you can hear that.
Nah, I can't. Yeah, but that was a good game. That really, that was like my awakening really into draft. I was like, okay, I need to lock in. So for the rest of the league, I was locked in because I wanted to make it back in the playoffs. And I think I eventually
That's
did.
right.
But then in the first round of playoffs, I think I missed a. My Starmie just couldn't land a Hydro Pump. But I don't know why. Why was I running Hydro Pump? I think ever since then, I've never wanted to run the move again. Just doesn't land for
I
some
don't
reason.
remember.
It wasn't against you. It was against
I
somebody
know.
else, though. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I watched
But you did
a
go
lot
on
of
to
your
win
videos.
that
I
one,
remember
right?
you. I did, yes. If that was,
Ah,
yes, I
yes.
did.
Very good. Yeah.
I must have, because that
Was
was,
that
yeah.
your was
I
that your
remember.
first league that you won, or did you won another one before that?
I think that was my first league that I won.
Wow.
Yes, it
Hey,
was, because I remember it. Yeah, it was. But my
incredible
team
shared
was
history over
for.
here.
Wait, was it the team? Maybe I didn't win. Okay, I'd have to look back. But I played like 2 BHDL with leagues. I won one of them. If there was a Dragonite on my team, if you remember a Dragonite, it was the one that I won because I had a Dragonite. And in BDSP, it just couldn't be stopped. This is not any fairy types really, and it's just you can't stop Dragonite very easily in that game.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I also like. Isn't Latios Ubers? And
Yeah,
I think Gengar is Ubers too, right?
and I have no idea what it was in that
If I
league.
remember
No
correctly,
idea.
it's crazy. It was that's
I
the
remember
thing.
in both
It was
leagues.
a cool meta game. It was a cool meta game. BDSP was. It's just getting the Pokemon naturally is horrendous. Um,
Yeah.
but did you have that same experience of struggling to create the Pokemon naturally in BDSP?
Uh, I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Wait. The ones that I did breed, I don't remember being a problem. But I do gen my things in for draft.
Oh wait, yeah,
I'm
for
a.
draft, of course, yeah. Well, the breeding and the EV training wasn't the issue. It was mainly the TMs that really got me, because you can only use them once, and it was really difficult to be able to get them back. So after I ran through all my TMs that I had, I just stopped. I got like a box of competitive Pokemon, and I stopped there.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't. I didn't breed that much in that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah, because for me, what
Yeah.
I
I
like to
didn't
do
play.
is I like to have the whole Showdown list. Like I like to have all the Of course, I guess if you're not really playing by Showdown, that doesn't really apply to you. But I like to have all the Pokemon, like the lower tiers, and get all those guys, and have them all sorted in alphabetical order. And so for me, that game, it wasn't really possible to do that. I just got like the standard OU Pokemon to battle with, and that was it.
Wow. But still, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but
Yes, it
I
was. I
enjoy
just
it. It's like that's what I like to do in Pokemon. That's my post game. You know what I mean? When people say there's no post game to this game, I'm like, oh yes, there is. Believe me.
oh, don't even. I was about to start ranting. I'm not gonna.
Oh, hey, we can rant. We got
Just start.
time. Is there
I was
you
just gonna
got
start
opinions on
complaining about.
post games?
Oops, did I cut you off?
No, you got opinions on post games, or what were you gonna say?
For PDSP specifically, I do. When you bring up his post game, I mean, I'm grateful there's a battle tower, but at the same time, it was like not good. He betrayed me in a lot of different ways, in a few different ways anyway. Betrayed me. The main one that betrayed me, and everyone will agree, I assume, may not be that big a deal. But when you get to Palmer, like the Frontier Brain, he doesn't have a remastered theme for his theme. It just plays Cynthia's theme. And it really bothered me that I spent a long time to hear this theme and it didn't happen.
Ah, dang. I hate that. Whenever you set up the expectation and they don't follow through. I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. BDSP was a letdown in just like multiple ways, like a plethora of ways, really. You know what I mean? It's like nobody
Yes.
really got the experience they wanted. I mean, maybe some people did if that was like their first time playing it, but I feel like for a lot of folks that went in, like, because we like think back to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, how great a remake that was, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Excellent remakes. Top tier. Some would say those are some
Yeah.
of the best games in the series. And then you get to BDSP, and it's like this could have been one of the best games out there. And what do? We're gonna make a faithful remake, and nobody's gonna like it. It's gonna be chibi style, and you're gonna like it. And it's like, no, we're not.
Yes.
Nobody wants this. Nobody wanted this. But you know,
Yeah.
I will say that there was a clear indication that there was a certain subsection of people that at least did like it, or at least that was their re-entry point into the series. Because before BDSP came out, the Battle Hub server, we were around 100, maybe a couple hundred people. After BDSP, we hit like over 1,000 easy. So there was a huge
Okay.
spike in people wanting to do Wi-Fi battles. So it's just one of those things, I guess.
Yeah. I guess so. And like, I don't hate it. But it's just in my head, even before it came out, I think I thought of this. The game has to be at least on par with Platinum, because Platinum is essentially kind of like the remake already, and Platinum obviously does a great job. But it just, I don't think it stands a chance against Platinum. If I'd rather play Platinum or BDSP, I'd pick in Platinum every time. I mean,
yeah, there's no distortion world in BDSP.
Yeah, it's not even just that. Platinum did a lot of good things. I know.
Oh yeah, like this didn't
Pearl,
have way more fire types. Like I'm trying to think of how many fire types we had in BDSP.
Yes, there was the Pokédex extension, but even like your rival's team, for some reason in Diamond and Pearl, he just wouldn't evolve his Starly until it was like level 30. Like it didn't even go to Staravia. It just would stay as Starly. Like it was so weird. I don't know why he doesn't.
Putting the Violet on it, I guess.
But it was Starly, not Staravia. Like it could have still been. Like
I know, that's what I'm saying. He put the. Oh no, I mean an Everstone on it.
Oh yeah, I guess there you go.
It just wasn't evolving his Pokemon, I guess. I don't know. Crazy.
It was just, yeah, that's just an example of something that's weird that Diamond and Pearl did. And you know, the thing everyone jokes about is obviously this slowly decreasing HP bar that it has, that Platinum also fixed, I think.
Really? Platinum fixed that? Oh, I need to go. See, I never
I'm
really
pretty
played
sure.
it. Wow, I need to go play that again.
I'm pretty sure.
Or play it the first
like, it's not...
I've been playing it as a Nuzlocke, but it's been a little bit.
Right, yeah. I haven't... Oh, right, I was going to say, I checked on YouTube. The season that we played in week 1 was the season that I won the league.
Yep,
I did have a Dragonite.
Yep.
And
yeah,
I remember, yeah, and I had a Magnezone. I remember because in your video, you wanted to bring a Caesar against me, and I had a Magnezone, but I didn't even bring it against you. It came back to me.
Yep. Absolutely.
But yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
So-
sorry, that was just a.
Oh,
I
no, you're
remembered
good.
that.
That's what we're here for. Going down memory lane. So we get through BDSP and Scarlet and Violet finally rolls around. What were your thoughts with Scarlet and Violet and Terra?
We're talking. I liked terastallizing. I do like terastallizing. I was a little unsure of it at first, but once the leagues started they started handling it properly. My favorite format for it is still you choose the Terra Captain and you choose 3 types, and it can go into those 3 types. I like that one better than Terra Preview, in my opinion. I like the Pokemon selection. I do like, but remember when I said my list of my first ever draft team? If you go through that list, when the game first came out before the DLCs, there was like nothing from that list. I don't think Porygon 2 was in it till DLCs. Diancie was not in it. Jellicent is still not in it. Savali is still not in it. Like, Miltank is still not in it. Crobat is still not in it.
Miltank is just chilling in Pokemon Home. My shiny beast ball Miltank.
I think all mine are. I think they're still in my Shield game. Because I bred a few.
Oh yeah, mine has to be in Sword Shield. Yeah, good point. Probably is.
Probably is. I do like the Paradox guys for Scarlet and Violet. I think they're fun. My first league in Scarlet and Violet, I had the format was you could choose 1 Paradox guys, and they were all like equal in that league because they didn't really sort them yet. So each of the Paradox guys were equal to each other, and I picked Great Tusk because I thought it looked the coolest, and it is the coolest in my opinion still. I love it.
Pokemon.
It is, and I didn't win that league. No, I did not. I don't think. I remember my week 1, my first Paradox that I faced was Iron Bundle, and I knew nothing about it going in. Like,
oh yeah,
nothing. I didn't see it on field in game until that battle, and I think I almost took care of it on the first turn. I think because I think I led with a Focus Sash, Zoroark, and I hit it with a Night Daze, and it barely survived it. Yes, that's correct. And I did not have Sucker Punch. Yes, that's what happened. Yeah, but it was fun. I don't remember. I think that video was like 45 minutes long, I think.
Oh wow.
But I do like Scarlet and Violet overall. I'm still happy with it. Competitively, anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, my first draft league in Scarlet and Violet, I think it was the Sky Pillar League, and I also got a Great Tusk. But let me ask your opinion on this rule, because this was my first introduction to draft rules in regards to Terra. Their rule was you drafted a Terra type. So kind of like, I guess, what they might have used to do back in the day with like Z crystals. So you pick a Terra type, and your entire team can be that Terra type. So all of them, Great Tusk, Azumarill, Noivern, Indeedee, they were all Terra normal. And Hawlucha too, they could all become a normal type. And so a lot of that was like, I Terra'd my Azumarill once to be Terra normal, to be immune to a Shadow Sneak from a Ceruledge. I Terra normaled my Hawlucha to be able to be grounded, so it would be immune to priority moves and Indeedee's Psychic Terrain. So I was using it just for stuff on the team, not even, like, sometimes I would use it maybe once or twice for Noivern to get Terra normal Boom Burst, but yeah.
Do you have any extreme speed?
No, I did not. I probably should have,
Okay.
but I think I battle against the Dragonite with E-Speed one time, but I used Halucha to Terra to be able to not have to worry about it.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay,
did not
so
end up winning that league. I lost in the. Actually, no, I didn't even make the playoffs, bro. You know why? Because there was a game that I won, and my freaking in the team builder, I forgot that there's item clause in this league. So I had two choice specs. I
oh,
had one choice specs on one Pokemon. But here's the thing. I had choice specs on Magnezone and something else. I switched the Magnezone in and it died. And the owner of the league reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, saw your video. You broke item clause. You're gonna get a." I went from like a 4+ win or something like that to a -3 loss, and that basically determined me being out of playoffs.
oh.
So yeah,
Well,
of course I did. I know. I
okay, well,
understand. I broke the rules, but it just sucks. I
yeah.
should have.
Maybe they could have been
That's
some
why ever
mercy.
since then I'm always just like I need to read these rules and make. I'm sure I'm extra careful and not miss out on something. It just sucked because it was like the Magnezone didn't even do anything. But you gotta be a rule stickler, when it comes to these things to make sure there's no exceptions, But just sucks. But it's fine because after that it was my inspiration to do well in the BHDL, right? Because right after that was BHDL season 1 for me. So were you in any? What other leagues were you in besides that first league that you mentioned before BHDL?
The Rocket Draft League.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I have my YouTube channel open, and for two things. One, I did win the league, my first ever Scarlet and Violet league that I
Oh,
had
there you
Great
go.
Tusk.
Incredible.
I did win that. My opponent, my finals opponent, they had Terra Dragonite and Fluttermane was their Paradox, and I beat them in the finals, and that was nice. Like that's
Wow.
a devastating thing. Those are two things that just wouldn't be allowed
What
nowadays.
draft league is you? When was this? You letting them use Fluttermane?
Well,
This
like I
had.
said, this is the first
Okay, I was
Scarlet and
gonna.
Violet
Yeah, I was
draft.
gonna.
It's a great in the
I
game.
would hope that this was early on. Like my goodness, that thing was
Yeah.
banned. I guess you don't really play Smogon, but that thing was banned to Ubers in like 2 days. One of the fastest bans in
Okay.
history. Only to be beaten by, of course, the fastest Pokemon in history. Regieleki was banned within like 18 hours.
In
In Scarlet and Violet
Scarlet and
because of
Violet.
because it once
Yeah.
it
Terra
Terras
Ice.
Terra Ice, it's unstoppable.
Yes, certainly. Yeah. And then to answer your question, you asked two questions. A while ago, you said, "What is my opinion on that rule of terrestrialization, where everything can become one type?"
Yeah.
Obviously, that is a little crazy.
Yeah,
Imagine like
I
you
feel
get
like there was
fairy.
definitely probably some people with some crazy stuff. The one guy I battled had a Chien-Pao. So that guy could have had a Terra Chien-Pao. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And as for your other question of the other draft leagues, okay, so I see the YCL Wi-Fi, of course.
Yep.
The SRL was Shadow
Color?
RL. I don't.
Oh.
It started with Shadow. I don't know what the R stands for. And then L. That was a BDSP league that I played. That was the other one. I see the CBDL. I don't know what that stands for. It has a Celesteela as
Is that
its
the Castelia
logo. That
Battle
was Sword
Network?
and Shield League.
Oh no, that's CBN. Yep.
Yeah. The regular YCL, which I've played like every season of that since 5 or 4. I play that one a lot. The NPA was the one, my first league in Scarlet and Violet. That's the one I won. YCL again, RODL. And then the FBL. I played a couple seasons in the FBL. Again, I don't remember what it stands for, but it has a Mewtwo as its logo.
Ooh. Big
And
points
then
from me
I
for
played
doing that.
one. Huh?
Big
That's
points from me for no,
It's
I'm
yours?
saying like big points for me. Like I love Mewtwo, so I'm gonna give them props for
Yeah.
doing that.
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying that you made this logo or
No,
something.
I didn't. No.
And then the PAC, I did one season of PAC.
Oh yeah,
And
I've
that's it.
heard of them.
Those are all the leagues that I.
That's a
And
lot of
then
leagues,
obviously,
much more than me. I've only been in like, I mean, I guess if you add them all, the different types, probably like 4 or 5, but not. It's mainly BHDL and UNPL that have been my mainstays. But yeah, so
right? And then
I
the
obviously
one
remember
random
you.
one
Like
too
you
after.
left a big impact on me. I'm gonna be honest. From that, even though we only battled once, I was like, man, like you were burned into my memory. Like you're probably the only one other than Sad who's in the Battle Hub server that I remember from that league. And so then when I saw you in Captain Beanard's comment section about the BHDL, I was like, we need to get this man in the BHDL. But rest assured, this man is one of the strongest battlers I've faced. He needs to be in the BHDL. So I was excited when you expressed
Wow.
interest in it.
Yes. Yeah, I expressed interest in it for like right away. As soon as, because I watched a lot of Captain Beanard's stuff. So when he had a league that he was in, and I was like, I was interested. I don't know why it took me a while to actually get in there. It's my fault since I didn't ask him
Yeah.
for a while, and he eventually, and then I got in. Yippee! And
Yippee,
then
yeah. Yeah,
it's
because I'm
like my
guessing that you
favorite.
had never really been in the Battle Hub server for Wi-Fi battles, right? Just Weavile server?
No,
Because that's where most people
I
come in from for it.
I so I've heard the legend of this server.
Hey, it's a great server. I mean, I back in the day, getting battles in Sword and Shield, it was tough, man. I was battling against the randos with the Dynamaxes. I needed to figure out a way to get around it. So the best place for
Oh,
Wi-Fi battles is what we like to say.
don't
Scarlet and
do it.
Violet Wi-Fi
Oh,
battles,
don't do
Sword
it.
and Shield Wi-Fi battles. Yeah. But yeah, so you joined the BHDL in season 4, and kind of just recount for me your experience from playing.
You're from the BHDL?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It immediately, like, very quickly became one of my favorite leagues that I've been in, and I think it is now just simply my favorite. I think I
Awesome.
really like it. There's no, there is nothing wrong. I have no complaints.
Yeah, it's just
Really,
something about
nothing.
it, and
No.
I felt that way too
Oh,
whenever we started up.
I have one.
Yep, it's just like,
I have one.
whenever we've like we would watch each other's games and go through each week and get to see all the hype matchups every week. It's just so personable, and there's so many cool different personalities, and you get to know each other, and it's like you get to see them all fight. It's just something about it that makes it different from the other leagues I've been in. It's incredible.
Yes, like absolutely, I agree. And like I think like the big thing, and I said this in other videos, I think when in most draft leagues, when you hit like around week 3 or 4, their server just dies. There's no talking or anything. In the BHDL, it does not. It remains.
Now that's the middle of the season, bro. We're hyped.
Very
We're trying to
exciting.
see who's gonna get into playoffs.
Exactly, but it's like, and that's what I'm grateful for. For some reason, other leagues just kind of just stop talking, and I mean, at least from what I've seen, it just dies out. And then yeah, BHDL was fun. A lot of people there. I'm excited for. Like I feel like my schedule. I can never be disappointed in my schedule for the season because I will see multiple people. They're like, hey, look, it's this coach. I'm excited to play them. Like there's even when like yeah, I'm not gonna get a bad schedule ever
That's what
in the
I'm saying. Every time
BHDL
I'm
because I
always so
will
excited to
see.
see who I fight, and no matter what, I'm always pleasantly surprised because I'll either get to face somebody a hype rematch. Like oof, when I saw I was facing Scorpion and Raymond, I was like, oof, this is gonna be exciting. But even then, or if I get to face some
Hmm.
new coaches, like when I saw I was facing King Burrow, I was like, oh yeah, let me run this guy through his paces, and he ran me through my paces.
Yes, and
Good times.
he beat me too. I think you had him week 2, and then
Week
I
2,
think I
yeah.
had him week 3.
Oh yeah, right after, yeah.
Yeah, so he beat me and you back to back. But yeah, he's very modest, so he'll say that I screwed up a nature, so I should have won. But no, like he's by I mean me. He's very modest, but he beat me fair and
Yeah.
square.
I might have been sick, but I think he still probably would have had me either way. It was sets.
Right, right. Yes, I remember you were sick. Yes, and I said this in the other video. The line you said that made me laugh. You said, "Let's see you try to beat this team." I remember you said that in your video. It made me laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, sometimes I just gotta. Sometimes it's almost like I get into a character persona, you know what I mean? A lot of times I hype up what I'm actually saying for entertainment value. You know, sometimes I have to like DM the coach, be like, hey, listen, I might have said this, but don't take it the wrong way. I was just hyping it up for entertainment value, you know what I mean? But yeah, good times.
Yeah,
Good times.
I
Yep,
guess
so
maybe it'll be different. Season 6 will be, because I'm joining season 6, but you and a lot of others are apparently going to sit the next one out.
yeah, it'll be
Hmm?
interesting for sure. I'm gonna be for sure doing some analysis and stuff probably. I'm hoping that I'm gonna I should still have plenty of time. I don't know. These draft leagues. I don't know why like Brandon and like people like the Prater and it seems like you do your own fair share of draft leagues as well. I don't know how I can just keep on doing that. It might have also been the job that I was in. I'm gonna see how I feel after season 6. If we do
Yeah.
another season after that. If I want to do it again, maybe we'll see. But for sure, at some point, I'll be back. Just need a little break. Get back into some I want to record more casual Wi-Fi battles with these Pokemon that I've bred that I just haven't even used yet, and
Yeah.
play other games in the meantime. But yeah, should be fun.
I should do that. I've yet to post a battle on YouTube that's not a draft league. Maybe I should do some
Yeah, that was
regular
my original
casual
intent
stuff.
of the channel, was to show off the Pokemon that I bred in Wi-Fi battles, because I'd always done a lot of breeding and doing battles back in the day on XY and Orast and the PSS, and I always told myself, one day I'm gonna get a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be like Pokeaim and Shofu and uploading my Wi-Fi battles. And finally I did. Um, of course, it kind of shifted more into draft, but my root is still in those casual Wi-Fi battles, so they'll be coming
Okay.
down the pike. But yeah. Let me ask you though, my friend, what do you think about the impact that the BHDL has had on other coaches, and just the kind of interpersonal relationships that we've had?
Well, from what I could tell, what I said, a lot of people agree with. Like I don't think I've seen anyone say that they don't like it in the BHDL. I think everyone who joins ends up having a lot of fun. Like I don't see complaints at all. Uh, I can't really confirm 100%, I guess. Am I? Um, yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing
Hey, I feel
aside
you,
from
bro.
that. I just
It's good times to be
just
had
from
by
what I've
all, for sure.
seen.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Let me ask you then, because we talked about this a little bit before, about the future of draft and competitive Pokemon in regards to Pokemon champions.
Like what I think
Yeah, like what do you
of.
think is going to happen whenever we have the terrestrializing Pokemon facing Mega Pokemon, and the potential of the full national dex and being able to use all the Pokemon in regards to the metagame? And also just the future of adding more players, people coming back.
Wow. You know what? When you put it all in one sentence, I never really thought of it like that. But it'll
I'm saying
be,
this is the future of Pokemon, brother. It's exciting.
it is. I mean, yeah, it'll be very intense.
People gonna be playing on their
Obviously.
phones.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, that's correct. That one, I don't know. That one makes me nervous a bit because if it can be played mobile, maybe it has limitations that I don't want it
But
to
it can
have.
also be played on
But
console. So, you know.
it can be. Yes. 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 I understand. But yeah, obviously, for I mean, I'm going to talk draft again, but or even just regular, you probably will not be able to Mega and Terrasilize and Dynamax and Z-Move all in one game. I don't think. I don't know. How did actually don't know. So we've only had two at once ever, right? And
Yeah, we've
Ultra Sun,
only
Ultra Moon with
had
Z-Moves and Mega.
Z moves and megas. So the best analogy to that would be the national decks, where you can, which isn't really. I mean, you probably never really played it, but it's basically they have all the Pokemon back still on Showdown, and you can Mega, you can Terrasilize, you can Z move, but obviously only one Pokemon can do each of those. So you got your one Terra Pokemon, or whichever one Terras. You got your Mega Pokemon, and a Pokemon holding a Z Crystal. So, but you can't do it
And
on
then
like the same
Dynamax
Pokemon,
is-
obviously. You can't Terrastalize a Mega Pokemon.
Right.
And then
Well,
they had Dynamax, but of course they banned it.
yeah, yes. I mean that. Yes, it is absolutely. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Devastating. But obviously, I feel like they have to like restrict it a bit. Like when Champions comes out, there's probably gonna be an in-game restriction, but maybe not.
That
Like,
could be. Even
I
if there
don't-
isn't, though, I mean, that's the beauty of draft, is we come up with our own rules, so we can always figure out a way to optimize the rules. It might be a little chaotic at first, but we usually get it down after a few seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have no doubt in that. But yeah, obviously, I can't wait to push the. I want to push the Mega button. There's a few options that I'm okay for the Megas that I would be perfectly okay with drafting. So I'm not really concerned about being sniped of. You know, I like Lopunny, Mega Lopunny. There's like two Mega normal types, I
Great
think.
Pokemon, yeah.
It's Kangaskhan and Lopunny. But I'm not a big Kangaskhan fan, so there's only really one.
We'd have to
But
see
if it
how.
gets sniped off of me,
Well, I do wonder though with power creep. I feel like Mega Kangaskhan would be okay, because for a while in OU, Mega Kangaskhan was banned just because it was too powerful. Even after they nerfed it, because you could do things like just ignore substitutes, and it has a lot of power when it's hitting at what is it, like 1.25 times or something like that, on the second hit,
right?
or like 0.75 something. I can't remember how much it was, but you hit twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love those designs, man. Like the Mega Kangaskhan design, the baby gets to come out of the pouch, and like the Mega Mawile, Mega Lofi, they're all so good. I mean, I don't think there's a bad Mega except for Mega Audino. I don't know. I've never heard of a single person that likes Mega Audino.
Well, I like it just fine.
Well,
I don't
see,
dislike
somehow
it.
I said that, and I was like, you know what? I feel like he might like Mega Audino. But isn't that a
I
normal?
mean,
Isn't that
it's-
a normal type? Isn't it normal fairy when it megas?
Yes, it is, and so which means I completely.
That's why it threw me off,
disrespected it
because
when
he
I
didn't
said-
mention it.
I completely disrespected it when I said there's only two Mega normal type. There's probably even more than three. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen a list in a while. But I'm gonna give it defense. If they return triple battles, its ability of healer is not so bad. But obviously, why does it have the healer ability when it could have regenerator instead? Like,
Yeah, they just
That's a
didn't
big-
want to keep the regen mons, bro. Like they took it away from Mega Slowbro, I wonder because
Yep.
we never got Mega Slowking. I don't know if they would do that. And then the Galarian ones, bro. The Galarian ones. What are they gonna do about those? It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. I need to see.
Oh, they just won't Mega Evolve. I don't think. Maybe.
Probably not. You're probably right.
Isn't there
But I'm
been a
just saying,
situation?
it'd be cool
like,
if they had their own Mega form, though. You know what I mean?
perhaps, but on
Perchance, but I guess not because they're freaking or they're Galarian form. So why would the Galarian form have a Mega in Kalos? You know. But you know.
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, I mean, yes. But I mean, okay, here, you know what? How about I ask you a question?
Yep. Go ahead. Yep. I'm listening.
If you would say pick 3 Pokemon that you want to see Mega evolve,
Yep.
that obviously don't already.
That would for sure be, first of all, Flygon. And then,
yep.
Trying to think of some other Pokemon that could really use a boost. I'm thinking of, I feel like there should be some in some Johtomons, and some Sinnoh Pokemon that could kind of use a little bit of help. I don't know, Spiritomb. They gave one to Sableye. Why can't they give one to Spiritomb, you know? The other, there was a time when they weren't weak to anything.
Yes, that time was
Mega Rose Raid. You know, I've always been a big Rose Raid fan. If we could have a Mega Rose Raid, that'd be pretty cool. I do wonder though, because you know we've got 2 Johto starters in ZA. If we're gonna get some more of those Pokemon, Mega Carnivine, Mega Toxic. I'm just going through. I feel like the Gen 4 Pokemon. I guess we did just have BHDL. Ooh, Mega Honchkrow. That would be incredible. I'm telling you, man.
You know what? That would be pretty cool. Oh, yeah, for some reason I just imagined, when you said that, I thought of, because you know it has a hat, right? I just, for some reason just imagined its hat extends further, and then there's a bunch of little gangster Murkrow inside of its hat.
Oh,
I
it's a
don't know why I just thought of
Dragapult.
that. Yeah, like a Dragapult, but not a Dragapult. Because they wouldn't
Excellent.
shoot them, I guess. I don't know. They just kind of hang out. I don't know why.
You know,
I thought
there
of
is
that.
a lot of them. I just realized there's Mega Scizor, Mega Steelix. There's a fair amount of Johto mons already. Mega Houndoom.
Yeah.
Could we have
'Cause they
perhaps
only
get
did-
a Mega Miltank?
Well, obviously that's in my top 3.
Big numbers
even
for
has
you.
a good range to it.
That's doing big numbers. Outside of that,
Yeah.
though, not too much else.
I've thought about it. I have no idea what, if I were to get a secondary type for it. I have no idea what I would want. Yeah, no idea. I'd be okay with anything, pretty much. Not grass. For some reason, not grass. I don't know why I'm just expecting grass right now.
Yeah, I was thinking rock for rollout, but that wouldn't fit too well. It would be 4 times weak.
I mean,
rock. Not very, no bueno. Ooh, you know what we need? We need freaking Mega Delibird. I guess we kind of did get that with Iron Bundle, but you know,
yes.
just some of these Pokemon like this Mega Octillery that it's they're just not doing a whole lot. I mean, I guess Octillery has Moody, but it's banned and Smogon, so it's just one of those things.
Yes. If you want something that's incredibly pathetic, that should Mega Evolve, I always pick Delcatty. Delcatty is garbage. And
that could use an upgrade for sure. That ability normalize, I mean, should be buffed. I feel like, because it just basically turns the move. Okay, they have 1.2 times power. Okay, well that's something. So then I can use strong moves, like if it got Fire Blast, let's say, or something, and it could become Stab and get the 1.2 times boost. But I mean, outside of that, I mean, I love those abilities, by the way, like Aerialate. Oof, I love Aerialate Mega Pinsir. Aerialate Mega Salamence obviously got banned. The Glaciate, Explosion, Mega Glalie. Absolutely incredible. Pixelate.
Right,
oh my, how much I love Mega Gardevoir with Hyper Voice. Such an incredible Pokemon.
Not Refrigerate? Am I wrong?
Yeah, what did I say? Did I not say Refrigerate?
Yeah, I think you said like
Oh, I
glaciate,
think I
which
said
all sound
glaciate.
cooler.
You know, no, glaciate. Yeah, you're right. I got that mixed. There is a move called glaciate, and I just
Yeah,
got it. I was thinking of Glaceon, I think.
maybe. But yeah, the only reason why I could call that out, I was just playing X and Y, and I have a
Oh, you have an
Aurorus,
Aurorus? Yeah.
also with refrigerate. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about glaciate
Also
the
with
move for some reason.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I know why. Because when I was replaying BDSP recently, ironically, in order to get the shiny Manaphy, and so I was leveling my Mons up to evolve at the Elite Four, and I have my starter Empoleon has Glaciate as its ice coverage move. Because I don't have any Ice Beam TMs because I used them all, so that's what I have to resort to.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Now I'm getting confused. Isn't Glaciate like Kiram's move? Am I wrong?
It is the signature move of Kyurem.
And your Empoleon has it? Is that what you just said?
Wait a minute. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, is there what move does? Oh no, it has Avalanche. I don't know how I got on Glaciate.
There it is.
Then. I was
Oh
thinking
my
of
goodness.
Avalanche. I don't know how I was thinking. Yes, it's Kyurem's
Friggin-
signature move. So I don't know how I got
Hacking
on
with your
Glaciate.
Glaciate Empoleon.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I guess my brain was storing it in the wrong spot for some reason. I got
I
Glaciate,
guess.
Refrigerate, and Avalanche all mixed up. It's
Yes.
ending in the 8, so I guess that's what mixed it up for me.
I guess so.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we're here. You know, it's probably just because I'm tired from teaching, but not to worry though. Very soon, I will no longer have this teacher fatigue. It'll be all good.
Teacher fatigue.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Do you have to grade?
No, it's
PATs
just
or
like
something?
it's the behavior and managing the kids all day and making sure that they don't start a fire by putting anything in the sockets of the Chromebooks or anything like that, you know. It just
Oh.
tires out the mind. But
Are
don't
you
worry.
speaking from experience?
No, I've seen that stuff online, but just in general, just keeping them just in line is just exhausting.
Right.
But yeah. Not to worry though, it's just a half a day tomorrow, and then I'm free. But yeah, my friend, did
Well,
you have
there you
any
go.
other closing thoughts before we end it off here?
BHDL is going to listen to this, so start season 6 immediately.
You're ready for season 6. Okay, I see you.
Yes.
I'm hoping that we get some. Really hoping Danger Dave. We had a thing called the Battle Hub League back in the day, which was in the Battle Hub server. Kind of like the thing before BHDL, except instead of it being a draft league, it was like we just battle each other, everybody in the league, and got a certain amount of points, and whoever got the most points won the whole thing. He won the first one. I
Right.
came in second place right behind him. I just barely lost to him because I think I took Psychic or Extrasensory off my Volcarona, which I needed to be his Toxapex. It was a whole thing. But yeah, he was always a great battler, and so it'd be great to have him compete now in the BHDL.
I have to look back. I'm not sure if I ever faced.
Probably not. He
before.
was mainly battling in the Battle Hub server, and then he kind of dipped off for Scarlet and Violet. But he's been back recently, so you can go back.
Well, I
Just look
recognize
up.
the name, so.
Yeah. We battled several times. Just look up Emerald Miner Danger Dave on YouTube, and I'm sure we'll have several battles pop up.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's been great to talk to you, my friend, and we'll leave the video there.
Yeah. Nice talking to you too.
All right. Peace out. GG's.